Finally, Gray Pistol only is done. I'm glad that's it. Huh? Who's there? Oh hey, Save. What's up? Green DMR. Iron Sight. Ranked mode. Yup, that's right. The person who is indeed an internet furry is back for more. And what better challenge to do than Green Iron Sight DMR only? Let's get over the rules quickly. Rule 1. We can flip and build, baby! Unlike the last Soulless challenge, I'm allowing myself to build as a means of self-defense against the scary and terrifying superhero skins. Rule 2. Green Iron Sight only. Now, for this challenge, we can't have a scope on our sweet DMR giving us boom, and it also has to be uncommon. But if we find a green DMR with a scope, we're allowed to remove it at a mod bench. Rule 3. Ranked mode. This is just to bolster the difficulty because we're allowed to build in this challenge. Make no mistake though, I'm not good at building, so this will still be challenging. With all of that said, let's jump right into this absolute fever dream of a challenge. In our first attempt, we land and we're faced with the same problem that plagued our last challenge. Finding a goddamn gun. We find Flowberry Fizz before we find a DMR. We find the literal power and might of Zeus before we find a DMR. We find Icarus's wings before we find a DMR. And after searching almost all the available chests in my area, a sweet green iron sight DMR falls into our hands. Now we are ready to fight. And when I mean fight, I mean cower in a box until the right moment to do some damage. Also, if you're wondering why we were Zuko Midoriya instead of the sweet Fox Gamer skin, that's because the My Hero Academia skins were released in the item shop, and if you want to get the MHA skins or anything else, use code Cypress to help out the channel. After shamelessly promoting our creator code, we hit a launch pad and make our way down the reckless railways. We land on the roof and start shooting at a player. After a bit of waiting, I make a smart decision for once and run away from a problem we caused. We go west, past the radio tower, through Lavish Lair, and eventually make it to a bunker. There's someone there waiting at the bunker, and we end up fighting. This fight lasted this long, and I could go into detail about this fight, but just know I won after my opponent made the mistake of climbing our walls. We heal up, mat up, and tower up in the final zones. As I sit in my tower, I begin to think. Could I win this match first try? As I began to have these silly thoughts, I could smell that I was getting W-keyed by the sweat of the lobby. I kept running and was eventually pieced up and 190'd. We almost won our first attempt, but more importantly, I'm Diamond 1. In my second game, I land Classy Quartz and land on the weapon I need. I immediately began trying to pick off the first person I see in the air. It's nice finding the weapon I need off spawn. I sure hope I don't struggle to find it in a different game. We loot up Classy and make our way to the bunker east of Lavish Lair. We are immediately attacked upon arriving. It was another long, drawn-out fight spent mostly hiding. It resulted in not one, but 2 kills. We pointlessly run for a while, as playing Fortnite as a solo gives you a lot of time to think in between the action. We find a bush to get cozy in. It's central to zone, it is in the center of action, and it's overall a good vantage point. If I didn't shoot at anything and everything that moves, that is. As zone closes, we box up under the movie screen in restored reels and mentally prepare for moving zones. I play well through the end game and come pretty close to winning, but you know, skill issue on my end I guess, so I lost. Next game, I drop Classy again and find the gun first try again, but at what cost? We bury our pain deep down by taking the life of a bystander and looting up Classy Quartz. Gosh, I miss you Classy Quartz. I'll avenge you, I promise. We go to the Lavish train station and scuffle with an opponent. The second I take a hit, I instantly dip out like the new spawns in DayZ during the Tyler incident of 24. We go to fight for the Cerberus medallion and we get Blue Harbinger SMG'd. Every single time. The next match, we land and find a Nemesis AR, Warforged AR, Thunderburst, Warforged AR, Harbinger SMG, Warforged AR, Harbinger SMG, Thunderburst, Warforged AR, Warforged AR, Nemesis AR, Harbinger SMG, Warforged AR, Warforged AR, Ranger Pistol, Thunderburst, Hammer Pump, Ranger Pistol, Nemesis AR, Frenzy Shotgun, Thunderburst, Frenzy Shotgun, Ranger Pistol, Warforged AR, Gatekeeper Shotgun, Harbinger SMG, a gold DMR that doesn't meet the requirements for this challenge, a scope DMR, Harbinger SMG, Gambling, Ranger Pistol, Hammer Pump, and finally, at long last, we find an Iron Sight DMR. We searched 32 chests for a single weapon. This DMR was better than me at hide and seek than when I was a kid, and back then no one was looking for me, so that's an accomplishment. Scared of all that time meaning nothing, I sit on the Grand Glacier launchpad for 5 entire minutes. I only leave because Storm forces me out. Alright, first moving zone, let's hope it's on us. Fuck. I make my way to the other side of the safe circle, somehow not taking any damage, and learn from our mistakes. We stay ahead of zone, so everyone has to push towards me. As I sit on the ramp I set up, the final 2 players finish fighting, and now it's a 1v1. And zone forcing my opponent towards me, who is set up with a DMR. It's only a mild surprise I didn't throw that situation. After 4 whole games, I did this challenge. Cypress, you hate all the games and you only killed the last guy. You should redo the challenge. No! I will not do this again for 2 reasons. 1, I do not want to sit with a green DMR unable to build as a sweat edit courses to me. 2, I kinda took forever to finish this video, and now it's season 4. Yeah, this video took a bit. It's hard for me to get content out because of life and stuff. So if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Who knows, maybe this could be my job one day. Use good Cypress. But hey, Reload doesn't have any seasons, only rotating loot pools, so I can do a simple challenge that doesn't have too many time constraints. So I'll just do a simple 1 chest challenge. Hopefully that won't take too many attempts. Right?